right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. My name is Jeff Tibbetts. I'm the Deputy Director for Recreation. And if you didn't know, we are here, very excited to be here this morning to accept a donation for the City of Santa Rosa Recreation and Parks Scholarship Fund. So before we get to that, I want to give a thank you to Councilmember McDonald for being here with us this morning on this lovely sunny day out here. And we scheduled it perfectly with the lawnmower. That's recreation for you. If we do a program, there's going to be a lawnmower in the background. So before we get started with the donation and talk a little bit more about the foundation, first I wanted to introduce our aquatics coordinator, Brandon Hammond, to kind of introduce us and give us a visual tour of our lovely facility here at Finley.
Thank you, Jeff. Everybody hear me all right? I don't want to yell too loud. My name is Brandon, and I am the coordinator, aquatics coordinator here today. And what you are looking at behind me is beautiful Finley Aquatic Center. Over to, I guess it would be your left, right, is our training pool. It's set up for lap swim, water aerobics, and both of those are operating right now. Behind me is our L pool, which is used for recreational swim and then also for swim lessons. There are all different types of abilities in this water right now behind me. Everything from parent-child and tadpoles all the way up to level 5 and level 6 lifeguard preparedness. So there is a lot going on. This pool is one of 2 Santa Rosa pools. The other pool is Ridgeway. This facility has rec swim right now, Monday through Friday, and on weekends. It is always packed with people. It is a fabulous, fabulous facility. This facility and Ridgeway were the first facilities to open up during COVID, when we went down and we opened back up in June and provided lap swim at both facilities, and then also water aerobics here during that time. COVID presented us with a lot of different ways of thinking outside the box and creating procedures, and so we were lucky and fortunate enough here in Santa Rosa to set up a lot of the COVID procedures for the county and for different programs, aquatics programs within our county. And realistically, one of the greatest things that we have here is we have a fabulous aquatics team, and they are all in there right now. We have lifeguards wandering around. We have a head guard overseeing swim lessons. And then we also have our swim instructors in the water right now. So we have a very, very large staff, and we need it to provide all the different programs that we offer to the community. And thank you for coming today.
All right. Thank you, Brandon. So if you're wondering why are we hosting here with noisy lawnmowers and kids playing around in the background, it's really the perfect setting for to talk about our scholarship fund. And also in recreation, we know that smiling kids are way more entertaining than me talking, so we always try to have that in the background to make sure people are having a good time. So to talk a little bit about the Santa Rosa Recreation and Parks Scholarship Fund, why we're here today and accepting this generous donation from Fleet Feet. You know, we'll receive the check, we'll see the donation, and it's a very generous donation and very exciting. But for those of us in recreation, and hopefully can share to those of you who are not, it's more than the dollar amount on the check. We can tie it to what that money actually does. It's youth participating in our sports programs, getting outside. We need our youth outside, not sitting on the couch with a screen in front of them. So getting youth outside, getting them to play, having them active, being healthy, learning teamwork, building self-esteem, all those things that we know come through youth sports programs. It's the magic of summer camp. It's you know, scholarships to Camp Uchi and to Doyle Adventure Camp, the games, the songs, all the wacky traditions of summer camp, you know, knowing that we're making that accessible to youth. But at the heart of it, why are we here at Finley Aquatic Center? At the heart, always been at the heart of our scholarship fund, is swim lessons. And that's for 2 reasons. One, you hear the kids, you see the smiles. Yes, they're having fun. It's a healthy activity. But the reason it's always been at the heart is in recreation, we really believe it's a core goal of ours to make swim lessons accessible to everybody. Because it's not just about fun, it's a life-saving skill that we really believe everybody should know. So the donation that we're going to see today, $10,000 being donated from Fleet Feet from the Santa Rosa St. Patrick's Day 5K. What does that translate to? That translates to 400 scholarships for swim lessons. 400 of these smiling faces, the laughs, all the stuff that's going on behind me, but 400 opportunities to give a child a skill that can save their life in the future. So this really is important for our community. It's going to do a lot for our community. So with that said, I would like to pull up Rhonda to talk a little bit more about the 5K and for what we're here today for. So thank you.
This is going to be way too high. Can you all hear me? Excellent. Hi, I'm Rhonda. I have owned and operated Fleet Feet Santa Rosa since 1997, before I was all gray. At Fleet Feet, our motto is running changes everything. St. Patrick's Day 5K is a perfect example of how a simple run has a tremendous ripple effect on Santa Rosa. Families and friends join together to celebrate St. Patrick's Day by completing a 5K on the Prince Greenway. Each year, for many, this is their first 5K. For others, it's become a long-standing tradition. Volunteers and sponsors such as Stockholm Construction, Old Cas Brewing, Brooks Running, and the Active 2030 Club, and last but certainly not least, Wine Country Radio, have made this 2022 St. Patrick's Day a huge success. I also want to give a shout out to the race director, Tanya Nason, for all of her hard work. It is with pride and pleasure that Fleet Feet presents you with a check for $10,000. Here's our fake check.
The real one too, right?
Yes, it's sitting on that chair. Thank you all very much for the opportunity. I hope to see all of you out next year in 2023, the second weekend in March. And in the meantime, if you have any questions about how you can contribute, please let us know.
I didn't want to jump on Rhonda's toes not knowing exactly what she might cover with the 5K, but before we wrap up, I just want to talk a little bit about the history of the 5K, a program that the Santa Rosa Recreation and Parks Department started. Christy, do you know what year? Many years ago, and became a huge successful program in Santa Rosa. And unfortunately, with different things that were taking place, the department had to look at canceling that event. And that's when Rhonda and Fleet Feet stepped up. Not only to say, hey, you know, to be strong members of our community and take on that community role of this is something that means something to our community, we need to keep it going and to work with us to keep that going, but to even go beyond that and say, and we still want it to contribute to the scholarship fund, really is an example of the strength of community that we have here in Santa Rosa, and not just for the donation today, but just for stepping up and being such a strong member of our community. I really want to say thank you to Fleet Feet. Here's the real check.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yes. So with that, everybody have a great day, and thank you for coming out.